This is Professor Parker, and for today's lesson, we're going to talk about converting improper fractions. So if you look right here, we have this, what we call an improper fraction, 5/3. Now first, I want to talk about what makes it improper. Like, why is it not proper? Well, you have an improper fraction whenever your numerator, which is the top number, is bigger than your bottom number, which is your denominator. And why is that improper? Because let's think about what a fraction is. A fraction is when you take an object and you divide it up into a certain number of pieces, and then the numerator tells you how many of those pieces you're focused on. So like, let's take 5/3. So this means I took an object and I divided it up into 3 equal pieces, and then I'm focused on 5 of those 3 pieces. But how can you focus on 5 out of 3 pieces when 5 is more than 3? So that's what makes this fraction improper. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna convert this to what we call a mixed number, right? Because there's 2 types of numbers, that's why it's mixed. A whole number and a fraction part, right? And basically what you're doing is you're doing long division when we do this. So think about it like this. Let's say it's 5 people and you're trying to go to a restaurant. And in that restaurant, the tables seat 3 people. There's 3 people seated at each table, right? You wanna know how many tables will be filled up if it's 5 people. So the first 3 people, they sit at one table, right? You got this person, that's 3 people. And then the next table got another 3 people, but it's only 2 people left. So this spot is empty, so this would be 2/3, right? So 5/3 is equal to 1 2/3. Now that's a conceptual breakdown, but another way to do it is think about it like this. You take the bottom number, you say how many of the bottom number can fit into the top number? Only one group of 3 can fit into 5. That's where this 1 comes from. And then you say, okay, well, if one group of 3 fit into the 5, then we're gonna subtract and say, okay, well, if I got 5 altogether, what's 5 minus 3? 5 minus 3 is 2. That's where the numerator comes from. And then how do I get this denominator? We keep the same denominator that we started with. So 5/3 is equal to 1 2/3. And that's today's lesson.